In the Mix is presented by California Pizza Kitchen. Visit them today at the Holiday Resort Hotel.
Hafa day, everybody. I'm Serena Salas-Matanani. Welcome to another episode of In the Mix. He's got about 1 billion views on Instagram. He performed on America's Got Talent on NBC, and he's set to play a leading role on the Broadway hit Hamilton. Alex Boye was on Guam. Check it out.
In 2017, Alex Boye was named the Rising Artist of the Year, and since then he's been taking the world by storm. But life hasn't always been easy for the British-American Boye. At the age of 16, he was homeless, walking the streets of London.
I remember I had nobody. I was very lonely. I was kicked out of my house at the time. My mom had moved to Nigeria. I was living with an uncle who was drunk and abusive, and he didn't want me around because I didn't want to buy him alcohol and enable him. So he kicked me out of the house.
With nowhere to go, Boye searched for places he could find shelter.
It was the nightclubs. They didn't close until 4 o'clock in the morning. So I went from one nightclub to another. And I remember I would be on the dance floor and I would just dance and cry. The music that hit me became my therapist, my best friend, my mom, my dad, everything I didn't have.
It was during this hard time in his life he not only found passion for music, but also solace and faith as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Boye says his faith is a part of everything he does.
A lot of times people say, oh, you use religion as a crutch. And I'm like, yes, because if I didn't have that crutch, I'd fall. I wouldn't be able to walk. So that's what it is for me. It's something that really helps me because music, if music was the only thing in my life, I'd be nothing. You know, we see a lot of my friends, and I'm sure you know many, who have taken their lives at the top height of their music. You know what I mean? What everybody's chasing. And then, so I remember I was reading something Jim Carrey once said. He said, I wish that everybody could be so rich and so successful and famous that when they got it, they'll find out that that's not where the lasting happiness was. So that's what the church is for me. It is something that brings me the real lasting happiness. Everything else is just a bonus. But this is where I start. This is my rock. This is where I start and build everything. And, you know, life is so challenging as it is. There's so much, you know, sadness and depression and people, you know, having really tough times. And so, you know, this is something that I use to be able to keep myself sane and protected and keep myself blessed. And then everything else is just awesome.
Going through life, sometimes you wonder why the sun gets swallowed by the dark sky. Yeah.
And what an awesome life indeed. Even during his free concert at the Micronesia Mall, you could easily see how faith has impacted his music.
Just keep your head, don't you dare lose control. When the body gets tired, you fight with your soul. Cause you can't lose, there ain't no way. And that's the reason why we celebrate.
And he really is all heart. Everything he does, he gives it 100%. And at the core is really just believing in yourself.
It's a thing of just starting to, first of all, start loving and appreciating myself. And start realizing that I am somebody of value and someone of worth. And I always used to walk around, because I think if your mom's left you, you don't know your father, and all the people who are close to you are not around, your uncle beat the crap out of you, you know, all that stuff, then where's your trust in people? You know what I'm saying? Where's your trust in people? And so that's where I felt like, I got this thing where I say, we're all 10s. We all came to this earth at 10. But things happen to us, life happened, and then we start walking around like 2s and 3s and 4s, and you can see it when people walk, they've got their head down, and the way they talk to themselves or to other people. And I remember just thinking, I'm gonna stop this. I'm a 10, I'm gonna own it. I deserve to be a 10, and so does everybody else.
And when you believe in yourself, there's no need to chase after things.
I started just enjoying the moment right here. Like I'm here hanging out with just the incredible Sabrina. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to be doing next or the concert or going to show. I don't care about that. Right now, I'm just hanging out. This is an honor to be here on TV, you know what I mean, with you. The moment, you know what I mean? And the more we have those moments that we enjoy, it just changes us more. I don't need to chase anything now. And what's cool is that eventually, it's like your dreams, they start chasing you.
That couldn't be more true for Boye, who recently landed his dream job, a leading role in the Broadway hit Hamilton. He wasn't chasing after that role, but instead he got a phone call from his agent 4 months ago about sending in a video of him singing.
There's too many people, there's probably even, anyone would cut their arm off to even be in it, you know, be a backup, you know. So anyway, he never told me anything about it. So they called him up and he said, hey, we'd love to have Alex to be in Hamilton on the tour. They tour all over the US, the touring. So after about 2 weeks, they said, can you send me some more stuff on Alex? He sent them all my YouTube videos. And they called back and they said, hey, we decided that we want to cancel the tour for Alex. We don't want him to do that anymore. He said, well, what am I going to tell him? You've just made him all so happy. He's telling his old friends, his family, everything. He said, no. He said, we want him to go to Broadway. And we want him to play one of the leads.
All his success attributed to faith and simply believing in himself. His advice for aspiring artists?
So many times I try to be like other people, and I noticed that if those people already existed, I was always trying to be the next Usher or trying to be the next James Brown or trying to be the next this guy, but they already exist, so you're just going to be a carbon copy of them. So I just think it's just like find something that's unique to you, and if you want to be a musician, build your music around that. And you'll find that people will be interested in it because you're just being yourself.
Stay tuned. In the Mix continues after the break.